Caught up with Glenn Saldana of Glenmark Pharma, obviously, and here she is to give us the key takeaways of that chat.
Well, Lata, to start with, it's been quite an amazing journey to have gone to that particular facility, the research and development facility that Glenmark has. They have multiple labs there where they do research and development for multiple number of molecules. They have a whole clinical research laboratory. They have a section which is specifically for animal testing. So I got to see a couple of mice as well. But it was really a amazing journey to actually have been there and to actually have seen the entire facility. And Mr. Saldana, in fact, had a very candid conversation about multiple issues. So we started by talking about Zetia generic, which is their big exclusive launch. They should be earning around $200 to $250 million from that particular exclusivity itself. Now, in terms of the usage of the funds, importantly, he said that that is going to go under debt reduction. Remember that debt has always been a little bit of a overhang for the Glenmark stock. So that is going to be something which is possibly going to come off in the near term. It stands at around 3,700 odd crores, but it won't ever be a debt-free company simply because of the focus that they have on research and development, as well as the capex that they have lined up, at least around $100 million in a year. Plus, they have research and development, which will go up to around 11% of sales. So based on that, they'll never really be a net cash company or maybe a entirely debt-free company. Talking about that, they also said about the US markets, he was quite candid about the fact that there is going to be pricing pressure which is going to continue in the US. This is despite whoever is president at this point in time. There is already vendor consolidation which is taking place, or rather distributor consolidation which is taking place in the US. So this is something that companies will have to live with going forward. Maybe there could be an impact of up to even 10% in terms of their portfolio due to pricing pressure, but there are other ways in terms of combating it, and that would be basically to focus on specialty and branded formulations, etc. Goa plant is possibly going to get inspected soon, so that's something to watch out for, but they don't seem to be that perturbed, and said that the industry needs to understand, investors need to understand that 483s happen for multiple companies at multiple inspections that take place. Let's listen in to what the management had to say.
Zetia we've launched on the 12th of December through our partner Par Pharmaceuticals and Endo. It's a mega launch for us, and initially we had put out a guidance of about 200-250 million. We're still sticking with that, so that's the kind of number you should anticipate over the next 6 months. We have no plans to raise any further capital anytime in the near future. So we have a very strong pipeline of products, especially in the derm area. We have some large products like generic Welchol, generic Sevlamor. So there are a number of products which could launch in FY18, right, beyond Zetia, which will drive growth for the company in FY18 and 19.
Okay, that's the management of Glenmark speaking exclusively to CNBC TV 18 from the R&D facility. But let's drill it down to the last 10 minutes of trade. Our guests are still with us.